he was capable of a verbal menace that I've seen him reduce people to mist in seconds. There was this sort of mutual kind of comprehension of what it means to hail from the dark and bloody ground, you know. And that was the term we used. We always called it the dark and bloody ground. Most people can't handle the action on whatever they choose or have to call their own turf. And the few who can usually have better sense than to push their luck any further. That was always the difference between Muhammad Ali and the rest of us. He came, he saw, and if he didn't entirely conquer, he came as close as anybody we are likely to see in the lifetime of this doomed generation. Nice piece.
Hot damn. So much for the facts.
I remember thinking that Bill Murray was brilliant as Hunter. Way before I'd ever met Hunter, you know. I just thought Bill did a great job. He's just genius, you know.
It would have been easy to drown in the undertow of the wave Hunter had so famously written into life. But they tried like hell to get it right.
The first time we met, it was like the first thing we connected on. It was like, you know, a brother from, you know, from the same soil. That was our initial buzz, you know.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is about this larger-than-life, self-styled larger-than-life character going to America's larger-than-life city, capital, Las Vegas, and indulging in excess of every kind.
Might be able to squeeze you in, sir.
It then becomes a question of whether you want to share in that pageant of excess.
Suddenly, there was a terrible roar all around us, and the sky was full of what looked like huge bats, all swooping and screeching and diving around the car. And a voice was screaming, "Holy Jesus, where are these goddamn animals?"
He had a romance for the sense of the open road. I mean, the romance for Hunter was a convertible and a pipe full of marijuana and a bottle of Kentucky whiskey, and you drive off with the top down into the great American sunset.
Hustler.
One thing about the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is that it does kind of represent Hunter's life in a way. I mean, he really was on the move constantly. You see that in the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the constant action, and you can kind of get a sense of what it would be like to be Hunter Thompson.
In the case of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, he's trying to go out to the heart of the American dream. He's actually trying to penetrate the heart of the American dream at a moment in present time.
Who are these people? These faces? Where do they come from? They look like caricatures of used car dealers from Dallas. And sweet Jesus, there are a hell of a lot of them at 4:30 on a Sunday morning. Still humping the American dream.
Producing Fear and Loathing was a crusade, was a cross to bear, a cross that I carried for more than 10 years. Even though it took so long to get it to happen, by the time we made it, it felt like we were doing it just like gonzo filmmaking.
Johnny told me, see, before they made that, he was living in Hunter's basement. I think he got Hunter down, you know, pretty good. I know they were really close.
I was living in his basement, so I was his partner in crime. As his partner in crime, you became this surrogate, Dr. Gonzo. It was a magical time.
I think that that's the mysticism of acting. You know, you seek to become more than you are. Hunter Thompson, as in the role that he created on paper, I think holds that invitation out to a lot of actors, and I think to Depp in particular.
I had all that time with Hunter. It made it all the more easy to become him.
Our trip was different. It was to be a classic affirmation of everything right and true in the national character. A gross physical salute to the fantastic possibilities of life in this country, but only for those with true grit. And we are chock full of that, man.
I got a phone call from Bill, and I said, "What's going on? What's the matter?" And he said, "Nothing, I just wanted to talk to you, because I understand you're going to play Hunter. If you're going to play Hunter, and he seeps into your skin, you will always find yourself becoming him at one time or another for the rest of your life, probably."
Why not? I mean, if the thing's worth doing right.
The best part was that I had a kind of secret chuckle that I had these two beautiful heartthrobs, and I had turned one into a bald guy and one into a fat guy. He just fell in love with Johnny and Benicio, and here they were playing him and his friend Oscar, and this whole world was coming alive again.
Are you prejudiced?
Hell no.
I didn't think so.
If you're a writer and you're seeing your book being made into a movie, you might have some issues that you may not even be able to explain. But what he loved about the movie was Johnny.
Johnny got him really good in the movement of him.
Those of us who had been up all night were in no mood for coffee and donuts. We wanted strong drink.
The more time I spent with Hunter, the more I appreciated what Johnny did in that movie.
We were, after all, the absolute cream of the national sporting press.